Aloha! And welcome, and my mini-map went away again. God dang it. What? Welcome to today's episode of Mystimon Saga Hidden Archives. I will figure out what is going on with my mini-map at some point. I don't know why it decided to go away. I have no idea why it decided to go away. Anyways. Today is a brand new episode for our Saturday team. And today's episode is titled What Lies Below. You guys have been living on the ranch for a while. I mean, Evelyn, you just got here not too long ago. And Tira, you've been here for a little while. Bifrost has been here for a long time. Felix has been here for a while, etc. And Evelyn, you have heard of some of the strange things that have gone on this ranch for a little while here. But before we get into all of that, I just want to say, our hearts and minds go out to the people of Ukraine. And if you want to find out how you can support the people of Ukraine in this difficult time, there is a link in the description below. Please do whatever you can. Those people, those poor people, they need our help. And with that out of the way, Evelyn, you've been hearing some of the stories, some of the tales of the strange things that have gone on this ranch for a little while. Tira, I don't know if you were here when some of these strange things actually occurred, but you've definitely heard some of the reports from, say, the goblins. You've heard some of the reports from Bifrost, etc. And Evelyn, will start with you. You were out in the village in Zalamba, and you struck up a conversation with a nice saber-toothed man by the name of Avery. And as you were coming back to the ranch, he was walking with you back to the ranch, and just as you come up to the ranch, he stops, and he looks around the ranch, and then he looks back at you, and he leans into you, and he whispers, "Whatever you do not dig." And then he just backs away and briskly walks away. What do you do?
Evelyn simply nods and walks into the ranch, just looking around and trying to familiarize herself with the place.
The ranch is a very large piece of land. It's about 512 acres. You take note that there is a... Alright, my mini-map's back. There is a big mesa, a long mesa at the as you're coming into the ranch from the Zalamba villages. You are coming in looking towards the east, right? And at the eastern side, at the far eastern end of the ranch, there is this long mesa. And Then there's also the cliffs of Mount Hellfire towards the north. And you have heard reports from you've heard from a couple of the people in the Sabertooth villages of Zalamba that they kind of refer to this piece of land. They kind of refer to this area, this mountainous valley region. They kind of refer to it as the Wyuntin Basin. And I'm going to type that into chat here. And what that means in their tongue, the Wyuntin part, what that means is roughly, it roughly translates to Land of the Strange Lights.
I see.
And you definitely know that there are parts of the ranch that have not been explored at all. You have mostly been around the main house that is towards the north end of the ranch, and maybe and you've also been around the barn that's a bit off to the northeast, coming out of the house. And there are there is some bit of the bit of a lake here and a pond. There's some good water sources here, and you've also noticed that Baitor's big, long-horned bull Mystimon have been grazing around the ranch for some time. And so what are you doing?
I'm looking around to see if I see anyone at all.
So Tira, where are you at this time?
Currently in the house, exploring the house. Just haven't been very. Just get familiar with the house. See what's there, what's not there.
All right, so you've been in the house for a while here, and the goblins come come running into the house, really excited, and they say, oh, "Hey, look what we did! Look what you did! Look what we did!" And they present to you this strange spherical device with a little box on it, and they say, "We call it the Troll Spymaster." You look at it, it's basically a camera. It can record about an hour of video. It can also record about an hour of audio at the same time. Or it could be set to take pictures instead. And they call it the Troll Spymaster. You don't know why. That's just, they're goblins. You can
Troll Master. Okay.
You can come up with your own name for it. You guys can come up with your own name for this device, but they say we have a few of these. Maybe you could set them out around the ranch.
Yeah, I'll look at the devices and look at the goblins. Okay. How many are there?
We made. What was it? Carry the one. 5, and they're holding up 5 fingers and one and another finger, so they're holding up 6 fingers instead of 5.
5. Okay. 5 plus 1. Okay, that's 6.
They're goblins that can't count.
How many fingers a goblin has? Do we have 3 or oddball ones so that I only have 3 fingers and a thumb? Yeah, I looked at 5, huh? It's like, wait a minute, look at the hands. The reason why it is, okay, they got 4 fingers and one. Damn, you can't count. What the hell?
And Evelyn, what are you doing at this time? What are you doing?
Well, if I don't see anyone outside, then I'm just gonna calmly walk inside, you know?
So you calmly walk inside, you find the goblins are excitedly showing Tira something. This spherical device with a box attached to it. They're calling it a troll spy master.
Troll Spy Master.
They're goblins.
Greetings.
Out of the character, they're putting them as what, security cams in a way. In character, like, what the hell? What are these? What are like little orbs on boxes? Fortune telling globes or whatever you call it. Okay, where's the? Does this have another device you can look up here so you can know what's going on?
Say what?
Or they're just there by themselves?
Oh,
They
they would be basically out there by themselves, and you can go out and retrieve the they record all the video and audio and pictures onto a little tiny crystal. So you can go out there, grab this crystal out of there, replace it with a new one, and this tiny crystal can actually be attached. It can actually be like you could touch it onto your comstones, and the comstones will actually display what was on the crystal.
Yeah, I want to think to myself when I put these damn things out. Okay, they created these devices, but they can't count. What the hell was that?
They're goblins.
Evelyn's gonna approach and have a look at it too, you know?
Okay. They say it can record. What was that? It can record movie pictures and sound too. It can take pictures too.
Aye, that is quite impressive.
So it's a motion cam with video. Okay.
Yep, video or just still photos. It can take still photos too. You can set it to do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going to set one up in the field, or near the field, point at where most of the bitars are at. Keep an eye on that. And I'm going to set one up near the tree lines.
Alright. So, there is some tree line, some bit of forest jungle, kind of jungle-ish. There's a bit of it towards the southern end of the ranch. And that is going to take you a bit to get over there. It's a long walk. This ranch is 512 acres. 512 acres.
Evelyn pokes Tira before they head out to set the cameras. I actually happen to have an idea.
What?
Wherever it is that if we're gonna that you're gonna set it, if we're gonna use these for security, I could help put an elemental sentinel on any of these. However, it might have to be just one of them since it is rather costly and time consuming. But essentially what it lets us do is it allows us to have this be attached to also an alarm. They'll notify us whenever it notices, well, something that we would like it to.
Give alarm to something hosile or strange?
Essentially, yes. It has the ability to telepathically communicate as this threat, and since this object can record it, we would know exactly what it is upon getting here. However, as I mentioned before, this would take quite a while, so I would just like to clarify that it's an option.
Alright. The one I'm going to set at the tree lines is going to be like at an angle so we can have like a nice view of the tree line. And I'm just going down further outside so I can, on the other side of the tree line, do the same thing. Like center it up, watch both sides.
Right.
Also, to clarify to Seth what I was talking about, one of the two spells, one of the two rituals I have is Elemental Sentinel.
Elemental Sentinel.
And that's why he says it's going to take some time.
Yep, it takes an entire day.
A whole day. Well, you got time.
Yep.
That's 3 set up so far. Now I need to set up the other 2 somewhere.
I think when I actually told you about these devices before, you came up with an idea of what to call these things. I'm trying to scroll back through and see to see what the heck it was.
I don't remember what I said last time.
Oh yeah, do I notice any like high spots that could cover a lot of space to put those cameras in? I'll call them cameras. Makes it easier for me, the player.
Yeah, motion cams. Just things that you stick out in the wild.
I just gotta remember not to call them that in character.
That's basically what they are.
Motion cams. Ones that you strap to trees and posts and all that just to watch the wildlife. Except the little orbs on the box.
I might have gone past it. Let's see. I know it was here somewhere. Why am I doing this in the middle of a stream? I don't know! And I know it was here.
Well, I don't know either, because I don't remember what I did. I think it was like days ago.
It was a while ago. It was a while ago. Da, 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 da. Oh, here it is. Alex, or Tira said simple, call it the looking glass. Found it. Sorry that took so long. Beep, beep, pew. So, one place where you could set up one of the cameras to one high place where you could set up one of the cameras is maybe on along some of the cliffs for around Mount Hellfire to the north, or somewhere along the mesa. The easiest to get to would probably be the cliffs along Mount Hellfire, because those are just those cliffs are just right behind the house.
Okay.
Nice.
Try to put it on top of the cliffs and around that area. And hope I don't slip and fall.
uh,
And
If that happens, I'm saying nice knowing you.
I think it's
if I have to climb something, it's high.
athletics check. I think that's athletics check. Let's see.
Alright, let's go.
Aeon. Pretty
Plus
sure
ones matter, everyone.
I'm pretty sure it's athletics.
I see Evelyn try to go and it's just like blunk on her butt. So,
Yep, climbing
I'll go.
athletics. So try to climb some cliffs, do some mountain climbing, and Tira's actually doing pretty well with a 28. Evelyn, not so much. Evelyn's kind of slipping and sliding, not having a great time. At least she didn't fall on her butt. But Tira manages to climb these cliffs, and you get up to about the shortest cliff on Mount Hellfire here is about it's a few hundred feet or so. It's not too high, not too terribly high. You could see up to the the biggest cliff, the biggest peak in of Mount Hellfire's, all the way up, all the way to the east, all the way to the northeast. It's and you could see the smoke coming out of it.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to try to excavate to look for the right spot and that be suitable for it.
Yeah.
And orientate it in a way to just make sure it's pointing in a certain direction I wanted to point.
So
Right.
you get it pointed in such a way that it kind of catches the majority of the ranch, including the mesa. And from the your vantage point there on this this peak, this cliff, you can actually see to the far distance over near the mesa. You can see the what looks like the ruins of a house or something. The ruins of a small house, but much smaller than the main house.
Huh. Look like we found something to explore.
Indeed, but it's a pretty long ways away from the main house. This ranch is 512 acres, guys. You're going to need to come up with like some kind of vehicle to traverse this ranch.
Well, we have horses. Hell, we got Bitors.
Not sure the Bitors will like that. Do you have nature?
I do.
Maybe you could do some animal handling.
I think that'd be survival, which I don't have. Nature is for
Command
like,
an
magic
animal.
stuff.
Command an animal.
I see. Well, it doesn't matter regardless because I rolled a 4.
At least you have story points.
Uh,
But am
that,
I willing to risk it? I
Alright.
very much hoard those for when I get a 1.
yeah, I prefer to get a hold of a horse and then try to use a Bitor. Because at least the horses are trained.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have any on the ranch at this time. Maybe it's time to go get some Gallopra, or there's also some other Mystimon that are commonly used as mounts in Almana. Gallopras aren't too common in Almana, actually.
Okay, what's more common here?
Camora is very common here, the basically camels. And there's a sort of a raptor kind of Mystimon that is let's see if I have it in my mystery here. Sandra. They're kind of a docile. They're very docile, actually. Very, very, very docile. They don't even eat meat like
Okay,
other raptors. They eat plants. But they're kind of like a sort of a dinosaur, sort of like a velociraptor, kind of. They're called Sandras, and they're very common here in Almana, and very fast.
okay, I think I can get one of those. Or two.
Yeah.
For, traversing the... Oh yeah, we need to go ask the rooms. Like, hey, room, can you give us a ride to the store so we can buy some mounts?
Yeah, you could get up to Calroon and get some easily get some Sandras and Canmoras there.
Yeah, I think I just go for the more quicker, more easier to
Yeah,
ride on thing.
Sandras are pretty easy and very fast. A lot faster than Camoras.
Hang on to your butt. Whoa! You end up rolling off the saddle if it takes off like that.
So let's see here. Sure, there's something in here. Find out how much these things are.
I'm kind of iffy about it, but well, I got some moolah. Some.
How much are these things? Damn it. This is something I was not planning on, so I did not actually go look for how much mounts usually are.
And we probably have to get some feed to keep these things alive too.
Yeah.
But they're grass users, right?
Mount.
So we're gonna let them loose and graze the field for a little bit too. Keep the grass cut, and then again, probably eat the flower of the bushes to keep the weeds down a little bit too.
Alright, got my mic working again.
You had a bit of some mic trouble there.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I got it fixed again. I do not know. I'm gonna just make up a number. Looks like you have plenty of money. I'm gonna say 10, like 10 gold pieces a piece.
Okay, that's pretty high, but they're fast, right?
Yep, pretty fast.
The 10 now I'm down to 260 on gold now, and I'm going to buy some plenty of feed. But then again, they can graze.
Yeah. Evelyn, you gonna buy one?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so you get them loaded up into the airship and kind of a tight fit. And you
Yeah,
get them, you fly them out to the ranch, and now we've got more creatures, more animals up over at the ranch. Set them up at the barn, get them all situated.
and some get a like a whistle, get a call device like a whistle or something, like in case you like let them loose, and yeah, we if you need them, we just blow the whistle and they come.
Yeah, so
Interesting, interesting.
I'm going to have you make a nature check to try to ride these.
At least it's not diplomacy. Cog.
Evelyn, you basically got one of these Sandras eating out of your hand. The Sandra was really, really attached to you.
She gives it a little pat.
Yeah, look at that damn. And the one I got is like giving me shit, nipping at me, bumping against me, so going around trying to twist me on the range and tries to choke me.
Is everything alright?
I don't know, we're a bit tied up at the moment.
If Evelyn scratches her head a bit, if you require assistance, I can maybe try to provide.
Yes, please. She's like all tangled up by the reins.
I'm gonna try to help.
Alright. Provide an aid.
What would that be?
Every now and then,
Nature.
that creature rears up and she gets pulled up on the reins.
You might need a story point.
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, as she fails to aid. Does Tira want to try again?
Just hope I didn't get flung off.
You got flung off.
And I'm gonna aid again, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I finally got out, but except I'm backwards.
I'm gonna try to grab them before they like fall to the ground, you know. At least offer that help.
And by this point, Koi and Ira have come up to the fence that's around the main house, and they're watching this unfold. And Koi is laughing her head off.
I'm gonna try to grab Tira before they fully like fall off.
Okay, make a reflex save. Okay, you managed to grab Tira, so she's not completely flung off and landing on her butt.
Well, this is my first time I actually tried to ride a mount. I used to take cards or other transportations.
Just be careful.
It looks like I need some training myself.
I can try to assist you at a later time. I barely know how I did it myself.
Kawhi says, "That one don't like you."
Can we trade then?
I'll pass on that offer.
Oh man.
Chuckles a bit.
Okay, rather than Kawhi standing there laughing her head off at all of this, she's going to try to offer some assistance. You know she could actually talk to Mystimon. Wow. 20 on the die.
Nice.
Yeah, she aids. Tara, you want to try again?
I'm also gonna go ahead and aid.
3 times the charm.
Yeah.
Decently high this time.
Yep, you finally got Kawhi is basically showing you what it likes and what it doesn't like, and you were doing all the things that it didn't like.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't know. It's first time, right? She also says it's a boy too. Oh, he. Okay.
It's boys are naturally more aggressive.
Oh.
Okay,
I suppose that makes it even more impressive that you managed to tame them.
With that hilarious little intermission out of the way. You ride off towards where you saw that ruined house.
Yeah, we were off to the sunset. Poof.
Kinda surprised you haven't tried to dig yet.
Well,
Yet,
Evelyn didn't say anything about digging, so it didn't came to mind. So
I think if any of my other characters were here, they would try.
So,
Except maybe Agatha.
so you make it over to this ruined house. It takes about 10 minutes or so. It's a long ways. Over 500 acres. About 10 minutes later, you make it over to this ruined house. It's one story, and excuse me, it looks like all the windows are gone.
all
And
boarded up or blown
it's
out.
it's just all the glass windows are all blown out, and you see shards of glass on the outside as well as the inside. The inside looks trashed, but it looks like it's still standing, though you probably wouldn't want to live in there.
No, it's pretty unstable. May take a look and see, but I ain't gonna live here.
Yeah. Uh, and make me a perception check as you're looking around this ruined house.
Nice.
Evelyn, this really catches your eye.
Better than one.
What I?
you you look as you're looking around on the inside, especially along the inside of the windows. You're peeking inside. You notice laying in the rubble on the inside of from one of the windows. You notice a compass. But what really catches your eye is that this compass, the needle is spinning wildly.
Evelyn points at the compass to catch his attention.
I don't remember a compass.
Do you have any idea what that could be?
A compass wildly spinning about. Could be anything.
Do you try to pick it up at all, or what?
Yeah, pick it up.
I'm gonna poke it with my cane first.
You poke it with your cane, and the needle actually starts spinning the other way.
And I poke it again to make it, spin correctly.
You poke it again. It keeps spinning the way that it's spinning now, but it's spinning even faster now.
Oh dear Lord, I apologize. Which of us is gonna pick that up?
Yeah, I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
And I'm going to shake it a little bit to see if what happens. It might stop it or just go, whoop, still spinning.
So, Tyrus, you pick it up. The needle stops spinning, but what catches you is really odd. Is you know that where north is. You know that north is Mount Hellfire. That's north. It is pointing. The needle stops spinning, and it ends up pointing towards the southeast.
Southeast, huh?
And you're like, that's not north. That is not north at all. North is Mount Hellfire. And it's pointing in pretty much the opposite direction.
Do
Yeah.
you suppose we go there, or?
Let's see what's in that direction. Turn around, go right where it's pointing.
So you're
I
going.
suppose our timeline is not strict, so.
So you're going to try to go towards where it's pointing. As you continue, as you try, start towards the southeast, which you know that's the southeast. And as you start towards that direction where it's pointing, you come to a point where the needle starts spinning again, and then starts pointing towards what you know as the west. And then a second later, it starts spinning again, and it's just all over the place.
I'm going to go smack you and say, "Hey, make up your mind."
It's still all over the place.
Can I try to? I'm gonna try to. Would read aura work on this?
Read aura. What does that do?
It lets me know, 1, if an object is magical, and 2, if it is illusory in any way. It takes 1 minute, and it is it's heightened to half my level, right? Is it rounded up or rounded down? How do heightening cantrips work again?
It's rounded up.
Okay, so if it's like a level 4 or below illusion, then that also detects it.
Okay, so
That takes 1 minute.
So your read aura,
Mm-hmm.
so it says this is just a mundane item. It is just an ordinary compass.
So something here is causing an anomaly.
Or perhaps the compass is merely broken.
Well, there's
That too.
ways you can test that.
I'm gonna try to use crafting to test that, actually.
So you're going to use crafting to
I'm gonna
make
try
your
to-
own little compass.
Yeah, and I'm gonna first like fiddle with the one we already have, but like without any way that risks breaking it.
Okay. So roll a crafting check. $22.
Mm-hmm.
From what you could tell, it doesn't seem like it's broken.
Odd. Seems to be working quite well. Perhaps you're right then.
Is this just a one-story house?
Yes.
What if, does this house happen to have a cellar? I'm going to check outside.
Okay, so make me a perception check as you look around outside and such.
I'm gonna look too, you know. Just gonna stroll on by. Oh, that was almost a 1.
Yeah. So As you're looking around this ruined house, you do find a big, heavy stone cover. It's this big, heavy stone, like, block or something, and it looks like it has a handle on it.
Can I just use the compass and point at, face the stone instead of if it's acting weird towards it?
Yeah, as you point the compass towards this stone, it is spinning faster than it was before.
Well, whatever's down there is causing this.
I was told not to dig around here, but I suppose if we have to.
What not to do? Who told you that?
A kind saber-tooth that led me to this place.
One of the locals.
Mm-hmm. I did not think of asking any questions as they were already heading out, and I wasn't exactly wanting to bother, but I suppose looking back that might have been a mistake.
So what do you do?
Do we have a shovel?
There are shovels at the barn.
Well, do you think we should dig, Tara?
Well, I'm kind of curious, but you know what the saying: curiosity kills the cat, right?
Well, luckily neither of us is a saber-tooth.
That's also true.
So I'm gonna go there and gonna go grab a shovel.
So you get up out of your Sandra and you head back towards the barn and grab a shovel. And as you make it back, make me a perception check. As you're riding back towards the house, and yeah,
Damn.
you are
I'm
rolling
getting
damn
some
good
good
today.
perceptions today. Yeah.
As you were heading back towards the house, towards the ruined house, you happen to look up, and you're blind, but you can you have this special headband or whatever that allows you to see things that others can't. Kind of like Daredevil. Kind of in a way.
Pretty much.
As you're heading back, it is getting dark, and as you're looking up towards the mesa, you notice this. You notice the mesa seems to be glowing strangely. It's like really glowing.
I'm gonna poke her and say, apologies for the question, but how does the mesa appear to you currently?
Looks normal to me.
Tira, as you look up at the mesa, you see some strange lights up there. There's something strange going on there.
The mesa looks fine to me, except when I look up a little bit, so I see some lights following the belt.
Suppose we should give that an investigation before, you know, doing this whole digging thing.
So you want to go up onto the mesa and check that out.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to need some more athletics checks. Which I know you're great at.
I have 4 strength, so watch this.
32. Wow. Dira does okay.
Yeah, after it, I'm kind of worn out because I got beaten up by my mount.
I didn't. I'm on top shape.
You are rolling well today. And Tira not rolling so great.
Not at all. Not my day.
Not your day.
Everyone's
You might
popping
want to
off.
change your die color. Maybe that will change something. Put that purple in the dice cage. Dice prison. Change to blue. So, you make it up onto the mesa, and as you head towards where it was glowing, where you see the lights, as you look up, you notice that there's like this spotlight beam going around. There's a spotlight beam up there in the sky. That's not supposed to be there.
Sorry, what'd you say? Like in the last 5 seconds or so?
As you look up, you see that there's this spotlight beam pointing towards the mesa.
I wonder if that's an actual spotlight that haven't dropped down from the ceiling yet.
It's from the sky. That's what's strange.
Suppose we should go see.
Yeah, just go for it. I'm kind of curious.
Alright, start sprinting over there.
As you start heading towards that area, the beam disappears, but make me a fortitude save. As your head just starts pounding. You have this headache all of a sudden come on. And it's like the worst migraine you've ever had. It's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I saw Ev just took off before I was like, hey, what the?
Is that a mental effect? Real quick.
It is not a mental effect.
Man, I have something to counteract those. Ugh, okay. Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
I don't know what it is, but this. I've not had a headache this bad in a while. Ow.
Why is fucking Ev, not me?
No clue. However, I suppose we should still keep going. I'll be fine.
Okay. The way you're acting, I hope your head don't explode.
So do I.
Okay, so you try to push on. And as you push on, it gets darker. The sky gets darker. The sun has set. The moons have come out. And this light just seems to get brighter. Whatever it is. And you have no idea what it is.
Do I happen to have seen stairways in the light?
Could I roll anything to try to figure that out?
Sure. Try an occultism check.
Yes!
Her best skill. One of her best skills, anyways. One of her master skills.
Yeah.
29. So with 29, you're not sure what this could be. This seems really strange.
Kira, you're gonna try to aid to bump that up to a 30?
I will try.
Remember everyone, plus ones matter.
No, I rolled a 9 instead.
So that does bump it up to a 30, but you still can't be sure what it is. And as you're investigating it, your headache just seems to get worse, and now it feels like it's focused in one spot on the back of your head.
Tira, I want to ask you a favor.
What?
Could you have a look at around here? I point at where it like hurts.
Okay.
See if you spot anything wrong.
Okay, make a medicine check, Tira.
Yay! I'll likely roll. I don't see anything.
But you do feel something like that feels like a bump.
Uh-oh. That's the worst place you can have a bump.
Is it a hardened bump or it's kind of squishy bump, almost like a pimple? Or there's something in there?
It kind of feels a little soft.
A little soft?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take my dagger, just like poke it a little bit. Just might sting a bit. I go poke it and maybe squeeze it. I hope your fucking brains don't squirt that, but I hope it's just like it could be like you get some infection or a cyst or
As long as it's not a tumor.
not a tumor. Okay.
Saying that out of character, I don't think everyone would say that. Whatever needs to be done, I suppose.
I'm gonna poke it a little bit just splice open a little bit, and try to squeeze on it and see what comes out. But I'm going to keep my face out away from the trajectory, of
And
course.
what seems to come out is like this kind of pus or something. You're not entirely sure what it is, but what strikes you as odd is how it just came on suddenly.
Got some kind of infection nest. That was fast.
Yeah.
Are you sure that you didn't have this before? It just got agitated all of a sudden?
Yeah,
Positive.
she is positive. This just came on.
Dude, this like freaking. Does it smell like take a whiff of it? Does it smell like almost like gangrene? That weird smell, or just no smell at all?
You
Uh,
know what? I'm gonna also like take off the blindfolds, and I'm gonna cast Read Aura on the back of my head.
okay. And
Um,
you do sense some kind of energy. You're not sure if it's magical.
all right. Yeah. Read Aura just detects whether or not something is magical.
Okay.
So, do I know if it is?
It's not magical.
I see. Whatever it is, it's.
It hurts.
One
Hurts
second.
like hell.
Whatever it is, it. I know it isn't magical, and that's about
Well,
the extent of my knowledge. Ow.
well, it seems like Luke's infected anyway, so I just keep squeezing till no more infection came out. Or does it just keep on going? Okay, keep squeezing until there ain't no more of that infection in there.
Mm-hmm.
Does the pain subside once all is out?
The pain is still there. It still hurts like hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Um,
at this moment, I can't really tell you what's going on.
I'm afraid none of us can. Do you suppose we try to see a medic about this? We do have something kind of urgent we're currently attending to.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Bifrost. I can help figure out what this mess is and clean it off and put a little bandage over it and slap some ointment on it before I put the bandage on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's head back. It's already getting dark, so it's probably best to get back as soon as possible. I still have the fifth orb thing, but I'm going to set it up real quick at the house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good place for
That
it.
that yeah, that's the last orb I'm going to set up at the house.
You set up one of the cameras at the house.
Yeah, at the old shack. Keep an eye on it.
The ruined house.
Yeah, the ruined house.
Also, Evelyn starts putting back the blindfolds. I don't know if I noted that, but yeah, she does. She does put it back.
That's good. You
Mm-hmm.
need it to see.
Yeah,
As
and
we're leaving, while we're leaving the mess, is Evelyn feeling a little better or is still hurting?
It's still hurting.
All right. While we're riding back, I'm gonna try to stay close Just make sure that you don't fall off in case it gets overwhelmed with pain.
Actually, I'm also gonna note, just to see if it's not too extreme before I put on uh, before I put the blindfolds back on. I look at Tara and ask, by any case, is there anything foreign visible in my eye sockets? Because yeah, where there would be eyes, there just isn't. On there. It's
Roll
kind of gross.
a medicine check.
Me?
Just,
Oh boy.
just to see if it's reached like all the way over to there to that point. Oh,
Nice roll. No, there doesn't seem to be anything unusual there.
rip. It's kind of gross, but nothing like too disturbed. It's not. It's not like you look at it, just kind of go, okay, fine.
I don't see anything odd other than you have no wires.
Yeah.
I see. Then I'm just gonna put that blindfold back on.
Oh, by the way, I just have a question. How often do you clean that bandana? Probably would cause to have an infection back of your head. Okay.
Around 2 or 3 times every day.
Ah.
More so depending on the circumstance.
So you don't have a dirty headband, so it won't cause that infection. So we're heading back to our living quarters, our main house.
Okay, so you pack up on the Sandras and head back to the main house. After leaving a camera at the ruined homestead.
One's at the ruined homestead, that's one. One on the cliff, that's 2. 2 on the east side of the tree lines, that's 4. One towards the Bitars. Bitars, how you pronounce it. That's all 5 of them.
So, you head back to the main house, and as Evelyn gets back to the main house, the pain seems to subside.
Could you have another look, Rune? I feel like the pain is subsiding a little.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, it's still getting to get hot bad for us to still look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want that. Okay, so I pull up Bifrost's character sheet. Bifrost is way better at this than Atira is.
Yvette would grab it as her master skill, but also currently on vacation.
Bifrost doesn't know what to make of it, but it seems the lump is still there, and he has no idea what to make of it. but the pain seems to be subsiding.
I see. Would we know of any other people proficient with medicine that we could call?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because I do believe that this could be relevant to our case. Evelyn is asking that to Tira, like directly. Tira or Bifrost, either of them.
Find what?
If we know of any other people proficient
Felix
in medicine
is
that
terrible
know
with
what this is.
medicine.
They
What
don't need to be around per se. Just we could call them on a comstone or something, and maybe have them answer a few questions. Either way, I do believe that this could be relevant to the case. It's odd that it happened so suddenly.
Maybe Tarek.
Let me see. I think I'm not sure if Kira knows about Tarek.
Tarek is maybe okay with it. Doesn't seem to be trained in it, but he has a +8. Not sure how.
That's
Wow.
what I mean.
I think he's supposed to, but it doesn't indicate that he is.
It doesn't say that he's trained at all.
Yvette and Agatha are trained, but she doesn't know that.
Well, Casey knows Agatha, of course.
Yeah, but Casey isn't here. Or are they?
Yeah, they do live here.
Alright. Then Casey's gonna suggest ringing up Agatha. And see how that goes.
Bringing Agatha in.
Yep. Now let me just pull up that character sheet.
She's currently at level 3. You're probably going to level her up at some point.
By some point, can I? May I ask if that some point can be now?
Sure, you can spend a little time doing that. Meanwhile, what is Tira doing?
All right. And done.
Wow, that was fast.
No, it was pretty fast, yeah. Boop.
You might want to story point that.
Yes, I do.
Because by this point, we've checked with everyone.
Yvette! Just kidding.
Yeah, now Kira are thinking
Everyone
like,
doesn't know. Everyone doesn't know Yvette.
yeah, Kira think about it. I might as well start studying this stuff, get trained into it, because eventually I'm like, good at this, I need to work on it. Training to medicine. In case no one's around.
Yeah, so those cameras, the way they work is, the goblins were able to make it so they can be triggered when they detect motion.
Now what? You'll be talking to yourself?
Mm.
Between Agatha and Evelyn?
I could just describe that Agatha seems a bit nervous looking at this whole thing, and initially is afraid that it's one of those like mind like latching things that happen on that one mission. But overall, she says that she just doesn't know what it is. Like, she's like studied a bit of medicine before, and has never seen something like this. Actually, can Agatha try to use esoteric lore to try and figure this out?
Esoteric lore. Sure.
It's a fun thing thaumaturges have.
Hey, we have cyber typing something. Let's see what's going on. 20. She's not entirely sure.
Lore skills have lower DCs, by the way. I'm very much like grasping onto anything here. Um, no one knows who this is. Then, what else do you suppose we could do?
Other than assist. But if it comes back again, it gets bigger. Shit.
Hmm.
Guess the only thing only inkling thing I can think of is like, well, if just don't worry about it tonight. Rest, and if it comes back, if it's bigger than it's supposed to be, or it actually healed up, let's hope that it actually healed up, not swollen.
How so?
So, time to rest for the night?
Mm-hmm.
So you start resting for the night, and sometime around it's like the middle of the night. Looking at the clock, it's about 3:31 a.m. And the goblins come running into the house really excitedly and shouting about something they just saw.
Whatever. Physically saw themselves or just saw on the cam?
The goblins.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
They physically just saw something.
What would that be?
Uh, they for a moment it seems they're just talking wildly over each other, and you can't exactly tell exactly what they're trying to say. They're just really excited, really amped up.
Well, whatever they're saying, I can't understand. Kira does not understand Goblinoid.
Someone want to
Well, let
try
me
to
see.
get these goblins to calm the hell down.
Let me see if I do actually. Nope. Diplomacy.
Kira is not
Yeah.
rolling well today.
So, on that note, you know.
Worse. Fuck.
Wow.
Maybe because I just got woke up and I'm a little cranky at the moment. So I was like, shut the fuck up. Calm the hell down. Fuck, try to sleep.
Bifrost is going to try to get them to calm down. Nope.
Is Agatha awake? That's my. Since I have her sheet pulled up already, I might as well.
Yeah, Agatha's
Is she
awake.
awake?
I didn't know Agatha was staying the night.
When you said they live here, I kind of took that a bit literally.
Okay.
But if she's not here, then she's not here. It's fine.
No, Agatha was here at night. Of course she'd be spending the night. Because she got a call from Karoon.
True. That would make sense.
And since it was late when you were getting your head checked and all that, yeah, she probably spending the night.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So, Agatha manages to calm them down after a while. And so Nugent starts, and then Don Grox. It kind of finishes. It kind of finish each other's sentences, and they tell you that there's strange lights over by the ruin house.
Now, calm down, you two. Do you happen to know where those lights were?
At the ruined house.
All right. We'll be sure to check that out. And do you guys want to be kept updated? I don't know.
Do you guys want to check that out now, or you're just going to sleep through the night?
How late is it?
It's about 3:30 a.m.
Also, I want to note that Casey is snoring very loudly. On the background.
And
No, no need to lock anyone up in any closet here.
I don't think anyone was expecting Agatha to come back in.
So, how urgent do you suppose that that light was it fading out or anything, or did it seem to be there
when we ran here, it still seemed to be there. It took us a while to run back here.
All right. Here's the deal. Are you two gonna be awake for a bit?
And they
you saw this?
They look at each other and they look back at you. You sleep?
Good eyes.
All right, good. So essentially, what I would suppose is you two stay and look out for that light for us, and meanwhile, we can just rest for now, and when we awake, we can check out what it is. But if it starts fading out or if any of you sense any urgency, we can be notified.
Okay.
Right?
So you start resting again, and the goblins go back out and start looking in that direction. And they kind of head over in that direction. And then about an hour later, they come running back and start shouting wildly again. They need to be calmed down again.
Yep. And currently, Casey has like rolled up asleep on top of Agatha, and Agatha is trying very hard to like get out without waking them up.
Yeah, Mickey back, he's like, the hell? He pull the goggles off his eyes, like, for real? Like, I just like, okay.
Now
You said
we
something
got
about closet. Ruby said something about closet. I think it's time to work for that.
Agatha's like looking at the two like and trying to like gesture them to calm down while Casey's like sleeping on top of her accidentally.
Finally, they calm down and they start talking again. They finishing each other's sentences again, and they say, "We saw something over there. We don't know what it is, but it looked like it was moving."
Over where?
At the ruined house.
What's moving at the roadhouse? What part?
They say that we don't know what it is. It looked like it was the outline of a figure or something, but it was invisible. And it was moving.
Outline of an invisible creature. What time is it right now? What? It's 4 o'clock now?
Yeah, about 4:30 or so.
It's almost time to wake up and make breakfast anyways.
Agatha just kind of like whispers, I'd go, but and she points at Casey. You know. I think it's gonna have to be you and the owl lady.
Well, of course, Tyra's asleep because she got her own room upstairs.
I see.
So, Evelyn and Tira head out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you may have to go upstairs and get her because she's upstairs. She's got her room.
Yeah.
So Evelyn and Tira head out there, get up on their Sandras, and head out towards the ruined house again. It's still dark, still really dark, and now there's the cloud cover has moved over the moon, so you can't even see the moons, and there's not even any moonlight.
Oh, great. Well, even though there's clouds, you still have some resemblance. Depends how much cloud cover it is. Is it completely covered or just partially covered?
They're fully covered.
I'm screwed. I don't know about Evelyn though. Oh wait, she don't have eyes.
Yeah.
She's more worse than I am, but she got senses.
For real, for real.
Maybe you just need some lights.
Actually, Evelyn rolls up one of her sleeves and taps at the two. I'm gonna use my enveloping light tattoo. If that's needed. Um, at the end of my next 5 turns, I heal 1d4, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is first level light spell.
Nice.
So
Yeah, create
the
some
tattoo
light.
very visibly starts like glowing. They like almost like golden hue.
So you make it out there about. It takes about 10 minutes or so, and as you make it up to towards where the ruined house is, the ruined house is kind of kind of in between some tree line. So there's some trees around it, and as you make it up to about 50 feet away from the tree line that surrounds the house, you catch the glimpse of this light, this ball of light that just moves around the tree line and into the house.
Suppose we should investigate.
Yeah, we should have brought Scooby in the gang.
Nice. So yeah, we're just gonna approach that.
Okay, so make some perception checks. If you can actually roll good today, Evelyn rolls awesome as usual. Kind of worried about Tira. Tira
That's
rolls
decent.
okay. Tira rolls okay. Evelyn rolls a critical success, as usual.
Well, at least it's not a 1.
Yeah. Yeah, Tira rolled decently this time. And you're looking around these trees, looking around this light, and this light seems to move in and out of the broken windows in the house. And then seems to disappear. And as it disappears, you notice that the area where it disappears is right around that stone cover block.
I see.
Well, looks like I'll need more than a shovel.
Certainly will.
Well, there are some handles that are these handles are made out of a really thick wire.
Okay, time to put some gloves on. Don't want tetanus.
Yep.
Okay, so roll an athletics check. That is a good roll. Finally! It actually reversed!
About time, honestly.
About time. But Tira, you
Yeah.
managed to get this block lifted and out of the way. But as you do, both of you roll fortitude saves. As you feel this wave of hot air just suddenly jet out of this hole. So, Evelyn rolls okay. Tira,
Oh,
as
okay.
as you get hit by this wave of hot air, you become sickened too.
Ugh.
Is everything alright?
I don't know. Good thing I didn't eat anything.
I see, I see. I don't know much that I could do to help you, so... I hope you'll be alright. Tell me if there's anything I can do.
Tira becomes sickened too. And what do you do? As you look down into this hole, Evelyn's still got her. Evelyn's still glowing, sticking out like a sore thumb.
Very much so.
Yeah. Other than puking up empty stomach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be hurting for a while.
So Evelyn is, as you look down into this hole, and Tara is really sick. As you look down into this hole, you don't see anything. It looks pitch black down there. And what do you do?
Well, let me see if there's anything I can do. Do you suppose we head down there? Or would that be a bad idea?
Well, Tira is still sick, and at this point I'm going to have you both roll another fortitude save. Evelyn is now sickened too. And Tira is now sickened 3.
I suppose I have my answer.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away, get like a few feet from the fucking cellar, get some fresh air.
So will I. So will I.
Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Because you're not sure what exactly it is, but whatever it is, whatever this hot air that's coming out of there is, it is making you sick.
Most
Whatever
likely,
it is, it needs to take a shower.
Well, since it's open, might as well let it air out for a little bit.
So you're going to let it air out for a bit. Do you do anything else here, or are you going to head back to the house?
I'm gonna
Still nearby, keep an eye out, but yet try to have much fresh air I can by staying away from that damn fucking cellar. And I'll keep it open and let it air out so I won't be less intrusive. And maybe get a rag or something to cover my face.
So
I guess you need to grab the M90s.
how long do you spend out here at the ruined house?
Just enough that our sickness goes away. And since it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, sun's pretty much coming up. So we probably won't return back anytime soon.
So,
but we did not tell anybody that we're going out here. Oh shit.
so by around 5:36, the goblins finally come over here, and they are excited about something. And they hold out this device, this strange device that looks like it made out of some scrap and other material they scrounged from around the ranch. It is a device with a handle and 2 rods on either side, with a crystal on each rod. And in the center of the device is a dial meter. And they say it can detect energy. Not just ya, any kind of energy. We call it the Go Energy Doohickey.
Okay.
see.
So it's pretty much generic. For a second there, I thought it was you just build a switch out of scrap. Because the way you described it.
Yeah, it looks a little put together.
Maybe it'll have room to look at it, so I'll probably just like.
But as as you hold it, you notice that the dial is showing it's spiking. It's it's starting to spike up at around 10, 20. And they said, wasn't doing that before.
Is it because I'm pointing at the cellar? Or there's a certain direction besides the house?
It seems to be doing it as you're pointing it towards where the cellar is.
So, can it read a stinkometer on it here too? Does it have a stinkometer? In other words, rot. That's probably why it's spiking. Okay, it says stench too? Not stinky?
No, they just say it detects energy.
Hey, Goblin, can you just step over there real quick and take a good whiff and come right back?
When you were over there, you weren't smelling anything rotten or anything. It was just this blast of hot air that was coming out of this cellar.
Oh, okay. That means someone's need to brush their teeth then.
Do you go towards the cellar?
No, I was telling the goblins to go towards the cellar.
Okay, so you want the goblins to go towards the cellar. Do you want them to bring the Go Energy Doohickey or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, doohickey. Take the doohickey with you. See how how high the meter's gonna go when you point towards it. Because I don't want to get any closer. Because I'm already sick enough as it is.
Okay,
Yeah, same.
so they go towards where the cellar is, and they come running back and say was basically off the chart. It was like pinged.
Broke the needle.
Yeah, the needle was like pinged.
So, did the goblins get sick?
Did they get sick? That's a good question. Nugent's sick. Dongrox is okay.
Yeah, I look at the one that looks sick or looks pale as hell. Like, welcome to the club.
And Evelyn, make me a perception check.
Oop.
As you're you're like staying far away from that cellar.
Mm-hmm.
As you're doing that, as you're like looking around far away from that cellar, you notice a large three-toed track.
Oh. Um. I'm gonna notify the others of this.
So Tira, Evelyn informs you of this large three-toed track. Who knows?
Do you have any idea of what this could be?
It's one of those like weird wolf-like things.
Perhaps.
It's definitely not the Sandras. The Sandras were never in that area.
No, they're like a few dozen feet away.
Yeah.
It's not them, and the way the claw looks like, it doesn't match the Sanders at all. Because I think the Sanders has about, what, 3, 4? About 4 toes, but not lined up like the way that footprint is.
Yeah. Yeah, this one looks weird.
Certainly does.
Does it look like a recent footprint, or it look like it's been there for a while?
Do a survival check.
Could I also do a survival check?
Sure.
Oh. Um.
Evelyn's
It's always
stumped.
one of us. It's always one of us doing really good and another one doing really bad.
Yeah. Evelyn's stumped. Tira, you think it looks sort of recent? And the
How, like,
goblins, the goblins
is it?
say, this is over where we saw that strange figure.
So where you saw it could be like a ghost apparition of this dead creature that could probably smell it right now.
Hmm.
I want to light up a torch. I want to just go ahead and toss it in there. But if that's right, where it is, that stench could be just gas. It might just go. Fire just blow up the house too.
What are you tossing into the cellar?
A
Also,
lit
I'm gonna
torch.
use.
A lit
I'm
torch.
gonna use a couple actions to try to like counteract the sickness because that's something you can do.
Okay.
Since we have getting fresh air and all that stuff, and we should be able to like fight it off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be like a 42 save? Just
Mm-hmm.
try to get up, give it.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
So we're still currently sick where we're at right now.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna spend quite a bit of time doing that actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it as many times as I need to just to see how long it takes.
Tara goes down to second 2.
Still 2. Still 2.
Evelyn just straight up vomits.
I might as well too.
It's gonna take you a while.
Oh! Oh!
Someone else vomits.
Evelyn goes
There
down
we
to
go.
second 1.
We go to last
No,
night's dinner.
that's second 0.
Second 0.
That was awful.
Second 1 for Tira.
Starting to feel a little better, but damn. Nope.
Yeah, it takes a while. That's right. Okay, finally, no more sickness.
Good, because
It's about
my stomach's hurt too much from heaving.
It's about 6:30ish by this point, and the sun is starting to come up.
We should probably get something to eat after this. I feel like I just let everything out.
Yeah, I think I let out last night's dinner as well. Yesterday's breakfast too. Shit. Because I know it was yesterday's breakfast because we didn't eat today yet. Because I remember it was a bacon and eggs and some hash browns.
We're gonna make ourselves hungry at this point.
we?
Probably getting ready to back up on the Sandras and get out of here.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And get
Yeah.
protective gear so we won't get sick again.
Mm-hmm.
Get some masks and wear a cloth or whatever it is.
Like a.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to just go ahead and light a torch and toss it down there and see what happens. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and do that. Throw it down there and see what happens.
Okay.
See if it does go boom or just like nothing.
Nothing
It's just-
happens, and as you stand there, you don't even hear it hit the bottom. You stand there for like a couple of minutes, 5 minutes. You don't hear it hit the bottom at all.
Ooh. Okay, it's part of the good thing that we didn't go down there.
Sure is.
I wonder if we could try to attempt to close it, cover it back up.
Mm.
Okay. Roll.
I'll go home and perhaps try to do it.
Roll a athletics check.
I'm gonna try to aid on that.
Give me a second.
We don't want to undo one of the doors, not both of them.
Okay, so you managed to pull the cover back over.
Okay. Alright, so go another 4-2 because we were there again.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're closed at the door because the stench is right there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, once you close the door, I immediately just go and get away. Like, I'm going on the bed sound.
Evelyn pretends to calmly walk away, but like very much with an accelerated step.
Oh, yeah. We're doing like at first we started like walking and then we start running. I'm out. Nope.
Pack up on the Sandras and get back to the main house.
Yep.
It takes you about 10 minutes and you get back to the main house. And by this point, the sun is peeking up over the horizon.
And Meek is cooking breakfast. Bacon, eggs, and some hash browns. Because since Bob's not there.
Yep. Where is Bob? We may never know.
He probably been made sacrifice to the gods by his whole tribe. So they had enough of them.
Maybe.
Yeah, sacrifice him to the other gods. You're no god. Let's see. But since he was tasty, he was no god. Who knows?
You never know with that. With those people.
We never know what happened to Bob. So
With that person specific. I don't know what Bob is, but I've been hearing. But I've been hearing.
Yep.
He certainly seems like an interesting little fella.
Oh my god, you don't even know the half of it.
and breakfast was good.
What was I gonna say? Forgot.
Yeah, it made her craft a roll for Meek's breakfast.
Oh, if we're talking crafting, then let me pull someone up real quick.
Yeah, he just started to cook, but he cooks decently. Master Chef.
If we're talking, yeah, just making some very good, like a very good smelling table.
All right. Meeks is about just basic stuff. He's not about fancy stuff. Basic, edible,
And
but
you know what?
good.
For the goofiness of it, I wanna see what I get if I
She got kicked. She immediately got kicked out of the kitchen. Get out!
I broke one of the equipment. Casey just straight up breaks one of the kitchen equipment.
Yeah, Meek and Agger just like told Casey, get out!
That is the first time I've seen that. I've seen like a total of 0. That's fucking incredible. Oh my god, I'm so happy I did that. I guess I just escorts Casey out of the kitchen. It's okay, honey. I'll make you something good.
Yeah. Meek already threw her as like, get out! You broke it. Get out! And I could just last second just.
My god, that's the first time I've seen that. Yeah, Casey just tried to blow up the toaster.
Oh god.
Somehow. No one knows how such a thing is even possible, but they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
As 0 on the total. Oh my god.
Yeah. Meek immediately saw it in. The toaster exploded. So I told her to get out. Because Casey's hand was on his. Oh shit! Because you're afraid to touch anything else to go store something.
I guess I was just eats very fast and then gets to fixing that toaster. That Mistia toaster. Mistia powered toaster.
Yeah, Meek's like thinking after he just kept doing what you gotta do. So damn. You look at the damn toasters. Like, how the hell did that happen?
That's what I'm trying to find out, honestly.
And the goblins are mad at you too because they made that thing. You broke one of the things they made.
Yeah, the goblin part thing I'm not concerned about. Miki's not concerned about the goblins that they built that. I'm just concerned that she broke a device. A cooking device.
Just trying to fix the toaster right now, you know. The usual.
The goblins say, "You're not allowed to touch our cameras."
Casey just crosses their arms or keep fucking.
Yeah, I watch her, poor Evelyn waiting at the table, have a spoon, a fork, or a butter knife in her hands, just like, food, food, on the table. It's all that damn toaster explodes. Like, what the?
Yeah.
So the goblins are mad at Casey.
Me just totally tell Casey to get out real quick. Dar maybe Evan probably just saw the exploding toaster. Like, what the hell?
Actually, you know what? Let's do a check to see if Agatha fixes the mess.
Agatha manages to fix it.
Let's go. The day is saved.
So, a couple of hours later, Koi comes into the house with Ira, and they say, there's a strange wolf-like creature out there.
Where at?
Right outside the house.
Is it solid or is it apparition? What is it?
We don't know what it is. It's a big wolf.
Okay, I'm gonna peek out the door and like see what Tyra is. Well, Miki is still busy cooking.
So, it's this big wolf. It's big. And it seems to be just waltzing around the fence. And over in that area, over where it is, you see that there are some Bytor calves over there, and they're grazing in the around the grass over there by the fence. And this giant wolf just slowly waltzes up towards the calves. The calves look up for a second and then get back to grazing. They don't seem fazed at all by this giant wolf. What do you do?
Other than messing with myself?
Other than that, I guess.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They acknowledge that it's there, but they're not bolting. Or they're just like accepted that fate already.
Yeah, you're not sure. And as you're looking at this thing, it looks in your direction. And make a will save.
Me too. Since Evelyn was also investigating.
Yeah. So, Tira, you feel you feel like you just have to walk up to it and pet it. You have this strange urge to go up and pet it.
Did Kawhi say anything? Because she knows what's good and bad.
Kawhi's just looking at it, and she looks as perplexed as you are.
Okay.
Am I noticing anything odd about the two?
You don't feel anything odd, Evelyn.
You know what? Might as well go on with it and go along with it. She walks up to it.
Tira walks up to it, and it just stands there. And Tira walks up to it, and you just start petting it, and it seems to like your pets, and it seems nice. And Evelyn, what are you doing as you're seeing Tira just petting it?
If it still seems nice, Evelyn is not gonna like interrupt, but she does put like her hand on like her sword cane just to, you know, she is kind of on edge about this.
Yeah.
There's something that just feels wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meek Spider just comes over to the crowd, dives out the door, says, "Hey guys, breakfast ready." And
Meek,
what the fuck is
Meek,
that?
make a will save for Meek. And Hawaii feels the same urge to go up and pet it. So does Ira. So both Ira and Kauai go up and pet it too. Meek is kind of perplexed, kind of doesn't know why they seem to be doing that.
Can I say that it might be a natural creature or something else? For Meek?
See if it's what?
See if it's a natural creature or something else.
Sure. Make a nature check. Meek doesn't know. It looks real to Meek.
I'm gonna try to like have a look at it and you know, like from afar.
Does Meek sense anything about this creature? Like a instinct?
No, not
Like
really. Not really.
Also, seeing like absolutely everyone go up to this thing and pet it. Evelyn just says, "Hey, is everything all right with all of you?"
And at that moment,
Uh-oh.
Tira, it just bites you. It just bites your hand.
Hey, don't put the hand that feeds you. Ah,
and
shit.
That's the moment when you are just broken out of that trance.
I immediately punch in the face, in the nose.
Roll an attack check.
Just a base melee.
Yeah, just roll an attack check. Nope.
Better than not.
Nope, and that is actually a critical failure, and there you go.
I'm also gonna activate my grimoire just in case that's also needed.
So, unarmed, you're flat-footed until the end of your next turn.
Oh, great.
And Evelyn,
So are we in combat?
no, not really. Tira just tried to punch it and missed badly and just swung around in a little tornado.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Tango Foot,
Okay.
on the thing that bit.
Okay. And
It's
what does that
a
do?
spell attack roll, and on a success, it takes up a 10-foot circumstance penalty to speed. And on a critical success, it also gains the immobilized condition. Otherwise, it's ineffective. Plus proficiency, that'd be 15 plus 22.
That is a hit. But it seems to have just passed right through it.
Yeah, that's the same mixing as a. That's not physical. That's some apparition.
Oh, that's rather annoying.
And it starts walking towards one of the calves.
Can I try to use my lore on necro spirits just to see if that fits here?
Sure, go ahead. You don't think that that it's any sort of spirit you've seen.
I see.
And it just walks over towards one of the calves and suddenly just bites the head of one of the calves and pulls it out from through the fence. And what do?
I'm gonna go ahead and attack that fucking thing.
Okay.
Yeah, me shoots it in the butt.
You know what? Gonna go full on. Gonna go full wacky on this one. True Strike. Activate the Grimoire, and then also Phantasmal Killer.
Okay.
This is gonna be with a spell strike, of course.
Okay.
This is gonna be a pretty mean attack. So first of all, the attack itself.
All right. Go for it.
I accidentally did the thing again.
We'll go with the first one. That's 17 plus 16. That's 33.
33. Is 33 a hit?
33 is a hit, except it passes right through it.
Damn it.
And it seems it seems completely unfazed.
Now, Phantasmal Killer is an interesting one. You create a phantasmal image of the most fearsome creature imaginable to the target. Only the spell's targets can see the killer, though you can see the vague shape of the illusion as it races forth to attack. will save. On a success, 46 mental damage and frighten 1. On a failure, 86 mental damage and frighten 2. On a critical failure, takes a fortitude save. If it fails, it instantly dies. On a successful one, 12d6 and frighten 4.
It seems unfazed. And it turns around and starts walking, just walking back, it looks like, towards the south. It's just walking.
What's south of the house?
Like, just totally casually. It is going towards the south.
If this thing was an illusion, if this thing was a spirit, I mean...
And it is bringing the calf with it.
However, I fear that this may be some sort of odd illusion that can interact with its environment. As I said, if it were just any normal spirit, it'd have been damaged by now. Doesn't seem to be the case with this one, though. As I said, most likely an illusion of some sort. Or at least a somewhat controlled image or minion of...
And...
whatever the case.
What are you going to do? It is dragging this calf with it.
Well, what can I do? Well, if things go right through it, then I'm gonna like go right through it and like block its way, you know, from moving forward. Like I'm gonna hold on to the front part that it's dragging of the calf, and like going through it, going through the thing that's been grabbing it.
So, as you do that, make a perception check.
Hang on.
And what is Tira doing?
Other than spinning around, how the damn wolf bypass her, grabbing the calf.
Yeah.
You gotta try to do something. Not sure. Astral shards.
Okay, go ahead.
Silvery. Since it's a ranged spell. Does it hit? Yes, no? Or appear to hit?
It appears to hit, but it passes right through. And Evelyn, you notice that as it's walking away with this calf, it's not leaving any tracks.
Something as big should be able to leave tracks.
Most certainly.
As I said, this is almost certainly an illusion, at least. However, whose or what sort of illusion it could be, well, that's unknown even to me, I'm afraid.
And that is where I'm going to end today's session. To be continued. To be continued next time. Let's see. Pull up Discord.
If the wolf can talk, I'm gonna huff. I'm gonna puff. I'm gonna blow your house down.
On the 26th for What Lies Below Part 2.
was a fun session. We puked. I blew up a toaster.
Well, Casey blew up the toaster.
Yep.
Yeah, Terry puked up her yesterday's breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Thank everyone for coming, and please, if you can, do whatever you can for the people of Ukraine. Donate whatever you can. They need it. And with that, bye-bye.